My mother's boyfriend demanded I hand over my car keys last night because the man of the house makes all decisions. But he was about to learn who actually owned the house. When my mother started dating Frank 8 months ago, he seemed normal. He was polite, brought flowers, and treated her well. After 3 months, she asked if he could move in since his lease was ending. I wasn't thrilled, but I wanted her to be happy. I was 24, working as a veterinary technician, saving money by living at home. The day Frank moved in, everything changed. He walked through the house, pointing at things. That TV needs to go in the basement. Men watch sports in the living room. He told me my parking spot in the driveway was now his. The man of the house parks closest to the door. When I laughed, thinking he was joking, he got serious. I'm not joking. I'm the man of this house now. My mother just smiled and said Frank was traditional. Within a week, Frank had completely rearranged our lives. He decided what we watched on TV, what we ate for dinner, and when we could use the washing machine. He told me I couldn't have friends over without his permission. When my boyfriend Adam visited, Frank sat between us on the couch and said no touching under his roof. He started going through my mail, saying the man of the house needs to know everything happening in his domain. When I complained to my mother, she said Frank was just establishing boundaries and I should respect him. Last month, Frank announced new house rules, posted them on the refrigerator. No music after 8, no guests without 48 hours notice. Everyone contributes grocery money to him directly. He'd handle all the shopping. I had to text him when I left and when I'd return. My mother thought it was sweet that he wanted to protect us. I started spending more time at Adam's place. Frank called me disrespectful for avoiding family time. He said real women support their household leadership. Started demanding I cook dinner 3 nights a week because that's women's work. When I refused, he turned off the Wi-Fi router and said I'd lost internet privileges until I learned respect. 2 weeks ago, Frank decided my room should be his office. Told me I could move to the smaller guest room since I barely contributed anything anyway. My mother agreed, saying Frank worked from home sometimes and needed space. I was furious but packed my things. Frank immediately moved his huge desk into my room, hung his ugly sports memorabilia on my walls. Yesterday, everything came to a head. Frank announced he was selling my car because the man of the house decided one car was enough for me and Mom to share. He'd use the money for a new truck. He held out his hand for my keys. I laughed. He got in my face and said this wasn't a request. My mother stood behind him, telling me not to make a scene. That's when our doorbell rang. It was Mrs. Hendricks from next door with her daughter Elaine, who's a real estate attorney. Frank tried to close the door, saying we were having family time. Mrs. Hendricks pushed past him. Actually, I need to speak with the homeowner. Frank puffed up his chest. That's me. I'm the man of this house. Elaine laughed. No, you're not. I pulled the property records. This house is owned by Ruby Sinclair. My mother looked confused. That's my grandmother. She died 5 years ago. Mrs. Hendricks smiled at me. Actually, she left the house to Julia. Your mother has been living here as Julia's guest. My mother's face went white. That's impossible. Mom left the house to me. I finally spoke up. No, she left it to me. You were broke after the divorce and begged me not to tell anyone because